Today we will talk about how shameless American lawmakers are. Because guess what? While you dole out those extra dollars at the gas station and end up paying more money for just about everything, these lawmakers are making big profits because of the war in Ukraine. Let me explain how. Hi and welcome. You are watching TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Sanbir, and in this video I will tell you how American lawmakers are making a fortune while claiming to be proponents of peace. Let's begin. War is unjust, immoral, violent, and inflicts suffering on all. For example, the war between Russia and Ukraine is having a pretty bad impact on the global economy, which had only recently begun recovering from the COVID-19 induced massacre. The war is driving up oil and gas prices, while also threatening food security for many nations, especially in the Middle East and North Africa region. But is it all that bad? Is it only gloomy? Is there no silver lining on the horizon? Well, of course there is, just not for ordinary people. American lawmakers, for instance, are handsomely profiting out of the catastrophe that has struck Eastern Europe. Separately, defense manufacturers are making a fortune out of the war in Ukraine. What that means is that while the world suffers, the American military-industrial complex is having the time of its life after a drought of nearly 5 years. According to Business Insider, some members of the US Congress stand to personally profit of Russia's war on Ukraine. At least 18 federal lawmakers or their spouses hold stock in Raytheon Technologies and Lockheed Martin, which manufacture the weapons Western allies are sending Ukraine to fight Russian invaders. While some lawmakers have long-standing stock and shareholdings in defense manufacturing giants, others acquired them in the weeks preceding Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia, for example, bought between $1,001 and $15,000 in Lockheed Martin shares on February 22nd, 2 days before the invasion. 2 days after her purchase, Greene wrote in a Twitter thread, "War is big business to our leaders." Republican Representative Diana Harshbarger of Tennessee and her husband made 3 separate Raytheon trades worth up to $15,000, and Democratic Representative Louis Frankel of Florida sold up to $15,000 in Lockheed Martin stock but retained shares in the company. Raytheon makes the Stinger missiles and jointly with Lockheed Martin makes the Javelin anti-tank missiles. Incidentally, these happen to be the exact weapons that not just the United States but many European powers are transferring to Ukraine. Here are the lawmakers and persons associated with Congress that are in bed with big defense companies. Senator John Hickenlooper, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, Senator Shelley Moore Capito, Senator Gary Peters, Representative Kevin Hern, Representative Fred Upton, Representative Steve Cohen, Representative John Curtis, Representative David Price, Representative Dwight Evans, Margaret Kirkpatrick, Thomas Daffron, Abigail Pearlman Blunt, Martha Stacey, and John Axney. There is a reason why so many American lawmakers are rather shameless about having business interests in the defense manufacturing industry. It helps them make big money. In a contest between morals and money, the latter always wins, at least for congressmen and women. As of March 10th, Lockheed and Raytheon shares are up around 16% and 3% respectively since the invasion. BAE Systems, the largest player in the United Kingdom and Europe, was up 26%. This war has therefore come as a blessing for America's cash-strapped deep state. Now here's the hypocrisy angle. US lawmakers who are earning big money out of the suffering and pounding of Ukraine are also the ones who will sermonize everyone around about how war is bad. They will be the loudest proponents of peace while profiteering out of misery. They will pretend to hate Vladimir Putin while filling their pockets because of his war in Ukraine.